we are only 5 days away, and then we can all finally play Smash Ultimate legally. For those of you who are hacking your Switches and downloading the illegal version of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I would not recommend it, but please support the game when it comes out, as you always should. If you're going to pirate something, you should always consider supporting the game later down the road, unless you think the game is terrible and not worth your time or money. In my opinion, piracy isn't the worst thing. It doesn't detract from sales, and I'm pretty sure everyone who is pirating Smash Ultimate has already pre-ordered it, and probably already pre-ordered with the Fighter's Pass, because if you're playing the game on a hacked Switch, you're probably not going to have access to downloadable updates, which means, yeah, that means a lot of things. So, please, everyone, I mean, if you do what you got to do, but also be wary that you could possibly be banned from online forever if you are caught hacking your Switch. So, and you'd have to buy a new Switch. So, which Nintendo at that point, they don't care. Go ahead, like, keep hacking Switches. They'll just keep making you buy new ones. But please, this is my disclaimer. Stay with me. You guys made it all through No Nut November, so please stay with me. Wait this out. We're almost done. So close. You can wait 4 more days before you have to hack your Switch. And as I said, it's 5 days away, but it's 10 o'clock as I'm recording this, so it's about to be 4 more days. And that is crazy. Oh, man. And today's video, I don't have too much to talk about. I'm just kind of excited about Smash and want to talk about it. But what I found is that there will be two spirits being updated into the game December 14th, a week after the game comes out. This is a very exciting announcement. This is something we probably would have figured out right off the bat anyway, especially if it was going to come out that early. Basically, you get these spirits if you have either Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee, because you get a Pokemon spirit depending on which spirit or which game you had save data for, Pikachu or Eevee. And I guess if you have save data for both, you get both. But on my Switch, I have saved data for Pikachu, so I'm going to get a Let's Go Pikachu Spirit. And the fun thing about the Spirit mode in World of Light is that everybody will get one advanced Spirit when they first start on the game, and that'll probably be your better Spirit until you get like the Legendary Spirits. I think Advanced is the second best, with Legendary being the best, and then there's like Adept, and then there's like Average or something like that. It's like 4 levels of Spirits. And so you get one of the better ones, not the super best one. So you get one of the better spirits right off the bat. So that's really cool. We'll all get a different one. That's so cool. And imagine if you get one for a game series you really like. Like, what if you just get Eggman, or what if you get like the boss from Metal Gear Solid, and you're just like, damn, awesome. Could be really cool. What if you seriously? There's so many possible spirits that you could get. That would be really awesome if you get one that really resonates with you. But the exciting thing about the downloadable spirits is that not only is it involved with save data, but it's a free update with spirits, meaning as we play, one of the things about Brawl and Smash 4 is that the trophies, and while the trophies do update in Smash 4, you usually got the trophies as DLC characters came out. You just got them automatically, because you're supposed to have already been, the game's got a grind for you already. So in Smash Ultimate, there's going to be a bunch of set spirits in the World of Light mode, but then there's going to be the spirit board. The spirit board will have spirits, whatever, but eventually it'll keep updating, giving you more reasons to go back and play it. That way, once you get all the spirits, you're not just completely done. And also, it'll give you new reason, because every so often, maybe if you wait like a few months, you check it out, there's a whole bunch of spirits you've missed out on, and maybe they're from, maybe they're really damn cool ones. So this is also good because this basically confirms that DLC spirits could be a thing. In Smash 4, you got like 3 trophies depending on what character came out, and sometimes you got a few more. Like there was a Kim trophy for Ryu in Smash 4. So that was fun. That was fine, but there wasn't too much unlockable content as far as that goes. So if we're talking, a lot of people are saying, yes, there's rare spirits in the game's coding files, data files, and if they do a Banjo-Kazooie, maybe they'll update some rare games from the N64 era when the Banjo-Kazooie DLC character comes out, if they do Banjo-Kazooie. If they do, whatever, any franchise that doesn't have representation yet, then they could do more spirits from that franchise and more songs from that franchise, all in that same update. Like, we could be getting more spirits as DLC characters come out, but then we'll also be getting spirits for free as the game lives on. So that's all. That's just damn cool. That's all very exciting, and I love it. Like, just the fact that there's updating spirits in the game, and when you look at games like Mario Tennis and Kirby, where the free updates are just going on and on nonstop, there's plans of there's going to be even more new characters for Mario Tennis in 2019. That's insane. There's no reason for that many characters. It's almost stupid, but I love it. I love it. And I keep going back and playing Mario Tennis because of it. Then you look at the spirits, or you look at Kirby. And I've been playing Kirby recently just because there's like a whole new game mode that actually utilizes all the different Dream Friends, and now my party members are all 3 different Dream Friends, and it's super exciting to be able to use them all, because normally throughout the game you only get about 1, and that was fine when there was only 3 spirits. But it's like I had Dark Meta Knight and I never got to use him, and now I'm actually getting to use him, and he's brilliant. He's so much fun. He's so good. Dark Meta Knight is the man. I love that guy. And if I play as Meta Knight in Smash Ultimate, he has a Dark Meta Knight alt skin that even gives him the scratch on his mask. So that sounds great. I'm very into this. So yeah, super down with that. Then when it comes to anything else, there was one other update about Smash that's very exciting that I want to talk about. So this is according to a website called Nintendo Soup, which I've never really used before, but why not? But anyway, something was announced today by Nintendo, and it is that Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC Fighters will be surprising and a must-have for fans. This is good to hear, because what they're basically confirming is they're basically telling everyone, hey guys, everyone who's like really worried that there isn't going to be crazy characters, and that it's basically just going to be Fire Emblem characters from the new Fire Emblem game that comes out next year. So it kind of actually lines up. It makes sense. They're saying, like, I know you guys are thinking it's just going to be like what we want to promote, but trust us, this is going to blow your minds. This is reassuring to hear. And I am still really hoping that at the Game Awards we will see the first character. Honestly, I don't know. It might be a little too soon, but normally now announcing the first DLC character is a good sign, especially when it's a good sign to announce the first character before the game is out. Basically, they did that with Piranha Plant, because they did this with Mewtwo last time. Mewtwo was the free character if you bought both the Wii U and 3DS version of the game. So I guess not really free. You could, if you paid $65 for Smash 4 and Mewtwo, you saved a lot more money than paying $100 for Smash 4 on Wii U and 3DS. But either way, you will get a Piranha Plant for free and whatever. But we might not know who the first character is, but this is like where people are saying, are they going to get Square Enix or Minecraft, or what are we going to get? Guys, with Nintendo saying this, I am confident that we could possibly get something mind-blowing. And that means Banjo could happen, Geno could happen, Joker from Persona could happen, Sora could happen, Sephiroth could happen. Lots of cool stuff could happen. So Heihachi from Tekken could happen. So people who are super worried, I don't want you to worry. Now, I named a bunch of stuff. It's not going to be what I just named. It's not going to be the 5 that's going to happen. For those of you thinking that, I don't think so. I don't think a new Pokemon will be added in. I feel like that'd just be too much. And honestly, I'd really prefer if they didn't do a new Fire Emblem character. It just seems pointless. Especially with the games in New Fire Emblem, or the characters in New Fire Emblem don't look like they have nearly as much personality as characters like Corrin and the characters from Awakening like Lucina and Robin. They just doesn't look like they have what it takes to be in the game. So I would really like it if they just didn't do a Fire Emblem character, but when the game actually comes out, I might change my mind, because didn't really care about Xenoblade 2, and now that I see it and I've been playing it, it's like, man, I should have played this earlier. This game is awesome, and I really want Rex and Pyra in Smash. I do think that they have a chance. If I'm going to say my top five, and being a mix of what I actually want and what I think is possible, because I don't want to say what I think is the most possible, because that's usually just like the boring answers. I do think Bandana D has a chance. I do think that, especially because there's some Kirby stuff in Smash Ultimate, but then again, I don't think he would be a character, because then why would they give him a new stage? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But weirder things have happened, so I do think it's possible. But I'm gonna go ahead and discount him for now, even though I do think it's actually possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, yes, Rex and Pyra is like my top pick. Then probably. I really think Joker from Persona 5 actually has a legitimate chance, and that would be the most mind-blowing one of all. I think that would be more mind-blowing than Sora, honestly, because people just love Joker to death. They love Persona 5. Having that music in Smash would be so good, and Atlus and Nintendo have a good relationship. I mean, Atlus made a Fire Emblem crossover game with Shin Megami Tensei, and it basically just plays like Persona. And most people say this game is just Persona with Fire Emblem stuff in it, and it basically is. It plays, and it's got a really different, unique fighting system that's more akin to not so much Persona and Shin Megami Tensei, and more akin to games like Final Fantasy X, where in Final Fantasy X there was like a weird turn order that could be altered depending on what moves you did, and there was different. There was ability to change out who was fighting on command, which was a element that was implemented into Persona 5. But this game is based more around that. I really, really enjoyed that game, Tokyo Mirage Sessions FE, and that there are spirits from Tokyo Mirage Sessions literally in the game. There are spirits in Smash Ultimate. We already saw this during that last Direct. There are spirits from Tokyo Mirage Sessions in the game. Fuck yes. I think that is a hint and a sign that Joker is actually possible. So I'm saying Rex and Pyra, Joker. Then I would say the Square Enix character, being either Geno, Sephiroth, or Sora. I do think that Sephiroth is actually more likely than a Dragon Quest character. I actually don't think Dragon Quest... I think people who are saying Dragon Quest has a chance, I think they're really talking out their ass here. I think they're completely wrong. I think Dragon Quest is never popular, does never do well in America, and I think because it doesn't do well globally, there's no point in even including it in Smash, honestly. Now, if they updated in Dragon Quest Spirits, that would be fair, and I would love if Slime was a spirit, but that's all he could ever be, in my opinion. I really don't think he should be anything more. So I would really prefer like a character like Sephiroth. That would be great, because Final Fantasy VII is lacking in content. And that could add in more Final Fantasy Spirits, now that we know that Spirits will be being updated in. I do think that Sephiroth and or Geno have a strong chance. But I would say Geno probably has the strongest chance. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and say Rex and Pyra, Joker, and Geno. After that, this is where I get to like my territory where I'm not as sure. It could be Heihachi. It could be someone like completely out of left field. Could be Banjo. I'm not sure. I do think there will be one more Nintendo and one more third-party rep at this point. And as far as a Nintendo character, maybe a Fire Emblem character, but also maybe Bandana Waddle Dee. Maybe. I would really hope he would be in the game, but might have to wait for the next time when Waluigi's added in, is when we'll finally get Bandana Waddle Dee. But that would be fucking cool. That would be really cool. But yes. So I am really excited. Honestly, I hope they... I don't know. I just hope these characters are announced and they're awesome. But right now I'm really leaning more towards Joker than anyone else. I think Joker's more probable. But I think Joker's the most probable. But I think Rex and Pyra are the absolute most probable. But that's like they're Nintendo owned. So I think that they have a much more of a shoe-in, that everyone kind of is seeing this coming. Yeah, and I do think Banjo is actually possible. So here's hoping, fingers crossed. There's a lot of things I really want in this game, but I don't want expectations to get too high. a lot of people who were, when they saw the Grinch leak, it felt like when they saw the latest Smash Direct, a lot of them felt really deflated. And I feel like part of that is because there was so much speculation and rumors going around on the internet. For me, when I saw Shadow's assist trophy, I remember being like, oh, okay. Like, it was such a disappointment. It hurt. And I was like, man, he can't even be DLC. Like, come on, man. Like, don't do this to me. So that one hurt. And, man, I would love it if one of the DLC characters was from Sonic, but I just doubt that they're going to go down that route. Whereas if they do Joker, that's owned by Atlas, but it's also published by Sega. So that's another connection, and that's again, it's very possible in my opinion. It's so impossible. Like this could really happen here. So we'll see. We will see. But man, oh man, anything could happen. But just the fact that Nintendo announced that it's going to be awesome makes me think it's going to be awesome. And I had no doubt in it, but it's just when a lot of people are saying it's going to be like all on the tier list of Piranha Plant, it's like, guys, trust me, show Nintendo some slack, okay? This is a big opportunity for them, and they're not going to fuck it up. They know how important this is. They're not going to be exclusively trying to sell us products, and so here we go. That's all I really have to say for this topic, and I'm just excited that we're getting closer and closer and closer to Smash. So cannot wait for the newest installment of Smash, and I'll see you guys later.